UK Sports for this NBA present. And tonight, Clark, this is a contest the fans will love. It should be raining threes.
Hey, who doesn't love seeing the ball go in the basket? A bunch of points being scored. Fans, players, broadcasters, you and I both, we all enjoy when teams can shoot it with some efficiency from the three-point line. Space that floor and let it fly.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Larkin, 5 to shoot. Here's Şengün. Doesn't go that time. Doncic. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Biberovic. Here's Larkin. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Biberovic. Inside. Nice shot by Larkin.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, Doncic, the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Doncic always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
Pass to Şengün. A 3 ball. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Doncic outside. There's the 3. No good on that one. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The 11-footer. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Cancar. Back to Doncic. Or the 3 connects from three-point range. Doncic has got 6 points.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
To the middle. They set the pick. Out left to the wing. Pass to Larkin. Lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Larkin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Over in the corner, Doncic gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 9. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Larkin looking it over. Pass to Biberovic. Got a hand on it. So it's a tie game as we end the first. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Really left alone that time. To the inside. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Ulabay into the lane. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. Viverovic.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the paint. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Korkmaz passes to Osman. Down low. Takes it off the glass. Osman's got his first 2 points.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Dragic taking his time here. Fires from 14. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
There's a screen. The shot that time, not on target. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
Both teams deciding to change it up. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Sapahi. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Back to Doncic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Doncic has got 11 points.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
From downtown, that's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. From about 19 feet, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Over to the wing. Releases. Nice shot by Larkin. 8 points for him. Doncic with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Doncic converts inside.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
No one's picking them. Maybe if they play mistake-free ball, they'll have a chance. But a slim one at best.
I'm sure.
And turning now to the game we've been watching, Luka Doncic has been lighting it up.
His select.
And that about wraps it up.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Pass to Chanchar. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Doncic drops the hammer.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Pass to Chanchar. Doncic with it. Puts up a 3. The 3 ball from Doncic.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Screen by Şengün. Pass to Larkin. There's the screen. Shoots over Doncic. Larkin can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Can't hit that one. Shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. That one, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And they double up Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Both teams will make substitutions. He hits the second from the line. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. .146 left in the third. And that one's good. Biberovic.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Chanchar. Still without a basket. Inside. Here's Dragic from outside. No good that time. Pass to Larkin. Now Şengün uses the glass to finish the layup. Şengün's got his second bucket of the night.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 55 seconds left to play in the third. And it's in there.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Larkin. He's got 11. From deep. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Right wing. Pulls it up. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net. to the inside. And that one's good. Biberovic has got 4 this quarter.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They're up by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Dragic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Osman, the pass to Şengün. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Here's the screen. Here's Toby. Şengün covering. Toby, good. Toby's got his first points in this one.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. And let's get this game even, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Doncic showing his strength.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Fires the three, drills the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he drops it in from the low post.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
It's not going to go for him.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
With the fadeaway. And that one's good, Biberovic. Here's Doncic. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 25 points.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Puts it up from 7. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. We're going the other way. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Biberovic. Misses the layup. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
they double up Doncic. To the middle. Lays it up and banks it in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Biberovic. No good with the triple. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg.
game of a back-to-back. How much does that affect the player's energy level?
Well, the better conditioned you are, the less it's going to affect your energy. That's why I love back-to-backs. It separates the men from the boys.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Hayes is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Sarr, then it's Rizache, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hayes, shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Jokic the screen from outside the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Hayes with it. Shoots from the baseline. That one doesn't drop. Now Jokic. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Shot's good by Sarr.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
Pass to Bogdanovich to the right side. Now here's Jokic, covered by Wembanyama. And the basket by Jokic.
This is why Jokic is an all-star caliber talent. He has an ability to hit hard contested shots.
Hayes, the pass to Sarr. Lays it up and banks it in. Sarr's got his second bucket of the night.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
2 minutes remaining.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. To the middle. And the layup is good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Hayes. The three from Rizachet. Jokic grabs the board. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. There's Bogdanovic with the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks it. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Here's Teodosic. Outside Bogdanovic. Takes a 13-footer. The rebound by Yabusele. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Batum. Left side Koulibaly. Here's Gobert. And finally they hit one.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bogdanovic down low. Koulibaly defending. Pass to Petrushev. Here's Jovic. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And here's Koulibaly. Down low. Yabusele. No good with a layup. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Leading by a point. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Rizachet out there with Bilal Koulibaly. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Nicholas Batum. And it's Yabusele in at the powered forward position. Pass to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
Here's Yabusele. Still no points. Back to Koulibaly. Fires the 3. Drains the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Jokic. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Counted. Jokic has got 5 now. Jokic has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Batum sets a screen. And that one's good. Koulibaly.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Here's Teodosic. Now here's Jokic. In deep. That's easy work for Jokic.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Pass to Koulibaly.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to review the game plan.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. Two very excellent teams going at it.
It's always a marquee matchup on the schedule. I think it's going to be another fun set of games between them this year.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Pass to Rupert.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first half. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Outside Bogdanovic. Now Jokic. Outside Bogdanovic. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Sarr pulls it in. Gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. The three from Wembanyama. Wemby showing off the range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Jokic the screen. To the inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. Batum sets a screen. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Bogdanovic. Jokic the screen, looking to win the run. And Bogdanovic is good for 3. Bogdanovic has got 6.
And Bogdanovic is known for his offense, specifically his ability to make defenses pay with his incredible jumper.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And we've reached halftime in this one. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the visiting team.
Their bench has...
That does it for halftime.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Wembanyama. Sarr out there with Risache. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. The 3 from Risache. Doesn't go for him. Shooting great, 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Bogdanovic, that's good.
Yeah, nice little J by Bogdanovic, giving it just the right touch from that range.
Pass to Risache. From deep, Sar. And no good. Jokic with it. He's got 9. Here's Bogdanovic. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Sar. Count it. Give him 8 points now.
Look at the rookie rising to meet the defense's challenge. Sar using all of his length to beat the contest inside.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skill. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Outside Bogdanovic. Fires from the wing. Good. He hits the jumper. Bogdanovic has got 4 points this quarter. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Hayes, the pass to Fournier. Hits the three-pointer.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Outside Bogdanovic. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. It's Jokic, high post. The big man, Jokic.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Fournier for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Fournier's got 6.
Really good passing wing. Shea isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
1:33 left in the third. His first shot attempt. No good off the glass. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Hayes. Now Fournier. 6 points for him. From deep. Fires in the triple. He's got 9.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 11. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hayes, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Hayes. Fournier for 3. On target from range. Fournier's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Now Jokic, covered by Wembanyama. Shot to stop the run. Jokic finishing through the D.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And here's Hayes. Here's Sar. Here's Wembanyama. Great D that time from Jokic. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers.
Hey guys, I told you, one bucket up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. Picked by Gobert. Here's Koulibaly. He buries it from 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Teodosic. That one goes in.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Here's Jang.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Hayes. And a miss there off the inbound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Over to the wing. Pass to Jokic. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Outside Fournier. Here's Rizachet.
Full team foul. Number 11. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A 3 from the inbound. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist from Rizachet. Rizachet's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Bogdanovic. Jokic with a screen on Fournier. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. The crossover. Hayes misses. Shooting 61% for the game. Knocking him down. Here's Wembanyama. And it's in. Off the glass. Wembanyama's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Here's Hayes. A minute 42 left in the final quarter. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Wembanyama. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now here's Bogdanovic. And here's Jokic outside. Oh, Jokic with the triple.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
Gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rizachet. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And he can't get that one. Rizachet's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. The 3. Sarr pulls it in. Now here's Hayes. Pass to Sarr. Now Wembanyama. Outside Fournier. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Now here's Bogdanovic. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come.
We're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Back to Doncic. Pass to Chunchard. Off target from outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Chunchard. The tray. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Ingles. About a minute played so far here in the first. Landale pass to Mills. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. We'll try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And he's got the speed to get away from defenders. Giddey turning on the Jets there.
Out to the right wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Mills dishes to exit. Oh, Giddey in position.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
To the right side. Pass to Chunchard. The three. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. 1:39 left here in the first quarter. Now, here's Exum. They set the pick. The three from Mills. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Here's Mills. It's hauled in by Doncic.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Steps back and shoots. Landale grabs the miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Mills. Offline from the top of the key.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Giddey, down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Doncic outside. Misses, and he wants that one back. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They're up. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
We've got Josh Green. Now Ingles is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Simmons. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Dragic. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Daniels out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Josh Green. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Ingles in at the power forward position. Here's Simmons. Pass to Daniels. Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Dragic. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Chanchar, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside, Simmons. Three-pointer, Daniels. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. It's Dragic with the drive. That one goes. Count it. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now Simmons. He has yet to score. Daniels passes to Green. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. From deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Green against Doncic. Exum kicks to Giddey. .131 left in the first half of basketball. Down low, Landale, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Excellent job navigating the screen and roll there. Giddey showing his vision on that one.
Pass to Doncic. Lets the three fly. The triple! Doncic!
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Mills finds Green inside. Launches a three. And it's Patty Mills with the three. Mills has got 6.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
There's the pick. The 3 for Doncic. Tries to save it. To the paint. 29 seconds left to play here in the half. Lazic, just 5 to shoot. And yes, it's good. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. And the shot goes in. He's got 8.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Doncic left side. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
That one doesn't drop. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Leading by a point. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense, paging the defense.
Now let's change gear. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's five. Pass to Chanchar. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Mills. And that one's good. Doncic.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Exum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Exum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Mills. Doncic, no good. Has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. And here's Exum to the inside. Landale.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Doncic looking it over. Knocks down the three ball. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
Inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Takes a three, and that one's good. Chanchar. Chanchar's got 11 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now here's Giddey. Tight defense on him. Ingles with the screen for Giddey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 13 points in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And now let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Simmons passes to Landale. 1:15 left to play in the third. Shots good by Furphy.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
To the left wing. Here's Blasic. No good from outside. Gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Landale. Here's Simmons. Three-pointer. That shot is off. The kick out to Dragic. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And we've reached the end of the third. They're up by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Simmons. Also, Daniels out there. Josh Green is out there with Aaron Baines. Green kicks to Baines. Here's Simmons. Count it.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Dragic. Here's Toby, covered by Baines. The shot's good from Toby. Toby's got his first points of the night.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Timeout, timeout. Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And that one's good. Doncic.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Mills dishes to Exum. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing out. That's just a blown opportunity.
Chanchar, the pass to Doncic. Got a piece of it. Now here's Giddey. D right on him. Pass to Ingles. Back to Giddey. Here's Landale. Misses from short range.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up and
got that bucket.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball. A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical. That is world class.
yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Doncic outside. Shoots over Mills. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Here's Giddey. It counts.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8" with his skill. Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
Doncic with it. Good.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
First personal foul, third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Puts up a deep 3. Landale grabs the miss. And they recover it. Chanchar trifecta.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And the home team has possession. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games.
approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Hayes is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Rizachet. And it's Sarr in at the four-man position.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Fournier covering. Clock at 6. Count that bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Hayes. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
From deep, Sarr. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Pass to Larkin. From deep three-point land. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Rizachet. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Hayes for 3. Out to the right wing. Sarr passes to Hayes. Wembanyama with it. Defended by Şengün. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Şengün. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Into the lane. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Nails it from beyond the arc. Şengün's got 6.
Love to see Şengün's confidence continue to grow. Just fantastic work off the catch.
Pass to Rizachet. Wembanyama against Şengün. Wembanyama's shot is good.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Takes a 3. Şengün, no good. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. Wembanyama's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Şengün, a screen on Fournier. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Fournier. No points so far. Hey, shot's good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Şengün. Here's Baberovic. Over Rizachet. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up 6. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Osman. Fires the three. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. Osman's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And there's the patience right there. Şengün surveys the floor and finds his guy.
We got Risache. He's out there with Bilal Koulibaly. Nicholas Batum out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. Here's Gobert. And Gobert flushes it home.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Batum sets a screen. The three from Risache. Buries it from three.
Yeah, that's what Risache is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Şengün with it. Give him 8 points now. Fade away. It's rebounded by Risache.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Uneasy two on the layup. Risache's got 5 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Tries the spin move. Puts one up from 19. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 6. Goes up on the wing, and it's good for 2. Hayes has got 5 now. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Osman. Here's Baberovic. Knocks it down from distance. Baberovic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Sarr. He's got 5. Fournier, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Down low. Yep, that one goes.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
They've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Now Hayes. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Risache. From the top of the key, he buries it. Risache's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Pass to Osman. Here's Baberovic.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 7. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
You know what time it is. It's time for your...
Christmas and the NBA. All wrapped up, Greg, into one beautiful package.
It is, partner. And as a player, it was always an honor to play in those Christmas Day games. And now it's an honor for us as announcers to call them. It's one of the best days on the NBA calendar.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Murray. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot. Here's Bogdanovich. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
And here's Barrett, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Old team foul. Number 11. First personal foul. First team foul.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 12, Milos Teodosic.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander following Bogdanovich's three-point attempt. Murray kicks to Lyles. 5 on the clock. From past the arc, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and he knows this team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And I For sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Lyons. There it finds Murray. No good on the three. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Teodosic. Jokic high post. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A good job of rebounding in traffic by Jokic, using his huge hands to snatch up that board.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games.
But lately their offense has been completely in sync. Guys are accepting their roles and playing unselfish basketball. That's helped them hit a high percentage of those opportunities.
Dort passes to Alexander Walker. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This is an area where Lou Dort is trying to become more effective as a playmaker.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. A three from Bogdanovic. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Murray. Here's Alexander Walker. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Alexander Walker's got 6. Bogdanovic with it. 7 points in the game. Lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
First quarter wrapping up here, and Clark, it's a tie ball game. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. Here's Jokic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Lou Dort out there with Clark. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
They've got Jovic, and it's Jovic in at the power forward. You've got Dylan Brooks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Clark in at the center position. So both teams making some changes here. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Bogdanovic. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Lou Dort out there with Brooks. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Barrett at the shooting guard position.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brooks with the bucket. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
He gets that one.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Murray the pass to Lyles. Murray sets a screen for Lyles. Misses the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And stolen by Murray. And here they come. Missed inside. 56 seconds left in the first half. Here's Bogdanovich. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you might very well see some more parts of Bogdanovich's game with a night like this.
Onside, Barrett. Dort wide open. Drills it from outside. Dort's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Over to the wing. And here's Bogdanovich for three. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Olynyk. Now Dort driving to the basket, and he comes up with the deuce. Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, Dort's the kind of guy who plays like a fighter out there. Just because someone's in his way doesn't mean he's going to back down. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They're up by 4. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call the guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scorers go by.
Ole, ole, ole. That is more than enough.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Shot clock at 6. Milutinov covered by Lyles. Rebound by Olynyk.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Jamal Murray is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Lyles in at the 4 spot. 18 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Jokic with a screen on Murray. High arcing shot. It's good. He's got 16.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Now we get a chance to check out Nikola Jokic. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Dort, he's checked in for Trey Lyons.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Outside, Dort buries the long-range jumper.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. There's the screen. From outside the arc, it drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Barrett the pass to Dort. He doesn't hit that one.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
For the tie. Rebound by Olynyk.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Barrett's instincts on the move and on the fast break are something that this offense will benefit from.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot, no good. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And we've reached the end of the third. Up 6. And we're just moments away from the... And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talk.
Come on, guys, you're right there. But listen.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Nikola Jokic. And it's Teodosic in at the 1. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Here's Teodosic. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. The 3. And that one's good. Teodosic. Teodosic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Alexander Walker finds Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 feet away. Jokic grabs the miss.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Here's Jovic. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Brooks outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter.
And nice read, as usual, by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Several teams changing it up here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. The message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. The 19-foot shot, and there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Barrett.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Barrett gets it to go.
Sometimes with that ball, RJ can put it in some spots where the defender gets on his heels.
Inside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Buries it from three-point range. Bogdanovic has got 26.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Murray. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. There's the pick. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time. Shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Now Bogdanovic gutsy with that one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Good from the moment it left his hands. That makes him 10 for 14.
SGA quickly becoming the guy you want with the ball in his hands down the stretch.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Olynyk. It's good.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Number 11. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Jokic. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Launches it. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Well, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Knocks down the trifecta. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So it's the visitors now. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled.
Does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer, whether it's games of consequence that magnify things or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Evan Fournier, Sarr out there with Risache. Then there's Hayes, and it's Wembanyama in at the center. That one drops for him.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Down low. Here's Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Fournier. First quarter of play, a minute in. Pass to Chanchar. And here's Doncic outside. Hits a three-pointer. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
Now here's Wembanyama. Fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Doncic. Banked it in off the glass. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Outside Koulibaly. Now Wembanyama. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Here's Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Kept alive. And he drops it in from the low post.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Pass to Risache. Hayes with a screen. Three-pointer, no good. Gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Doncic with it. Here's Chanchar. Back to Doncic. Puts up a three. Sarr pulls it in. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hayes, the pass to Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. A chance here to see the Eastern Conference standings. Guys, we've certainly seen some interesting midseason storylines. Taking a look at the visitors here. What a season thus far for them. 2nd place in the conference. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing, right side. Here's Dragic. Money from the wing. The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Gobert. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
An easy 2 on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
They've got Rudy Gobert, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Risache. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Yabusele in at the 4 spot. Paddles through traffic and lays it in.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
From 13. No good off the glass. Batum outside. Pass to Risache for 3. Counted from distance. Risache's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dragic outside. The 15-footer. The rebound by Yabusele.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Doncic with the bucket.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
And the basket by Dragic. We've got 1:48 left to play in the second quarter. And here's Coulibaly. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Sarr. Here's Jang. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a sturdy shot from Victor.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
We've got 1:13 left in the half. From deep, here's Doncic. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Outside Wembanyama. Shot from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
To the paint. Sarr pulls it in.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Batum, the pass to Wembanyama. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4. Gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And Doncic launches from deep. Batum pulls it in. Gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Pass to Chanchar. Doncic with it. The 3 is up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by just 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined.
And let's switch it up. Here. And that's it for half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Chanchar passes to Doncic. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
Sarr out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Risacher in at the 3 slot. Wembanyama screen. Fournier. Jump shot is good. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
From deep, here's Doncic. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sarr out there with Risacher. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Hayes in at the point. Shot from the top of the key. And no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Chanchar. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
We got Risacher. Evan Fournier is out there with Hayes. Then there's Sarr, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Doncic against Hayes. And Luka Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And another one.
Timeout.
That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 1:54 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Fournier for 3. Drills it from deep. Fournier's got 9 points. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Risacher, and he banks in the layup. Risacher's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Chanchar. Six to shoot. Fires from the wing. Fournier with a rebound. Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And Sarr with the basket on the assist by Fournier. Sarr's got his first bucket in this one.
Great touch from the mid-range by Sarr. He knows he's got to keep drilling it from this area.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Shot to stop the run, and Gobert with a block. Now here's Fournier. He's guarded closely. Can't hit from in close.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Up 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Yabusele, book that.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Rudy Gobert is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Jang in at the point. Shooting has been on another level, 68% for the game. Now here's Coulibaly. And he comes up with a bucket.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender, poor guy.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's the pick. From downtown, drains the triple.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Fournier for 3. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Fournier's got 10 points in just the second half.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Over to the wing. Out left to the wing. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Here's the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
Doncic outside. It's stolen. And they're pushing it up. Here's Hayes. No luck on that one. Shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. And book it, Chanchar.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
The 3 from Rizashe. Chanchar with the rebound. From deep, here's Doncic. He buries it from 3. Doncic Doncic has got 24 points.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
The drive by Wembanyama. Oh, look at Wembanyama right through the defense.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
A minute 4 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Good D by Wembanyama. Gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. The 3 is up. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Hayes with it. And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this built...
Midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Olenek, Trey Lyles out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Murray in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Şengün. Murray outside. A shot off that time. Larkin looking it over. Pass to Biberovic. There's the three. Nice shot by Larkin.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And he drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he played, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. There's a good screen. Here's Sapahi. Gets an open look and hits.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Barrett. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Jamal Murray.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
Pass to Şengün. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Count that one. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Murray finds Olynyk. And here's Barrett. Deep two from Murray. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Murray's got his second basket of the game. Pass to Biberovic. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. Larkin can't get it to go.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Murray outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Larkin. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Larkin's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nailed from three-point land. 7 points in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
That's a little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Dort in a power forward position. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to Korkmaz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Osman. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the leaderboard with some point guards who have been getting their hands dirty in the paint lately. Let's take a look at the top rebounding 1 guards of the last 10 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 3rd.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's Dort. Oh! Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Şengün, no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Onside, Barrett. Brooks with no one around. Şengün with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Biberovic. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Sapahi. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Outside Barrett, and it's Brooks in the corner. Outside, Dort. Pass to Barrett. Three-pointer. The rebound by Biberovic. Here's Osman, defended by Dort. Here's Sapahi. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 14 points for him. He's feeling it. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't let. Okay, and now thank you for being with us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Miles out there with Olynyk. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barrett at the small forward. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Took him no time at all on that one. Şengün's got his second bucket of the game to go. Pass to Wiles. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Biberovic. The jump hook. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 4 this quarter.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Larkin. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Larkin can't get it to go. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Wiles.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Murray outside. From the top of the key. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:53 left in the third. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clarkie has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3. He's got all of those.
Olynyk can't hit. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Biberovic. That one goes. Count it. Biberovic has got 5 now.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Oh, you got to love that action.
They set the screen. Korkmaz. A 3-pointer, no good. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Puts the move on. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
The energy Barrett plays what puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. A 3-ball. It's Clark with the rebound. Shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Pass to Murray. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
Here's Biberovic. Brooks covering. With 1 on the clock. Count the basket. Biberovic has got 4 this quarter. The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Deflects the pass. Brandon Clark is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Brooks, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard. They get it again, and Şengün is right there.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Up and in, that's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
Şengün with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. Down low, here's Şengün.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts one up, and yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, silky smooth shot there by Gilgeous-Alexander. He knew the floater was the right move to beat the defense.
And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Book it off the crossover.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
Here's Larkin. And the three off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From 13, that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. 1:09 left in the fourth. Here's Sapahi. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And that one, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barrett, wide open, he fires. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Good job by Şengün finding the open man. It's what great centers do.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
It's the first, that increases their lead to 6.
Jamal Murray.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it.
Take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Sarr. Hayes is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Rizachet, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Fournier with the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Hayes, the pass to Sarr. Here's Fournier. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Fournier's got his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Yeah, I just love the game of Giddey. Looks for others first. A great guy to play with.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Simmons is checked in for Giddey.
First team foul.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 10.
The home team on D. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. They get the rebound. Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Outside Mills, beyond the arc. No good that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Now here's Simmons. And they double up Simmons. The shot, no good. Gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Shoots from the elbow. Shot's good by Sarr.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Simmons, the pass to Exum. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's Mills. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Fournier with the bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Landale. Up top, Mills. Fournier covering. Simmons with it. Simmons is doubled. Exum outside. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up. And he buries his first look.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Wembanyama. 8 points in his last time out. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Ingles. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mills, no good. Outside Fournier. Sarr passes to Wembanyama. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've got Bilal Coulibaly. He's out there with Risache. Nicholas Batum out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. Now here's Simmons. He's scoreless. Pass to Baines. Green with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. Uncovered. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Picked by Gobert. Pass to Batum. Now Gobert. Here's Risache. Lets the 3 fly. Not going to go that time. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Simmons, the pass to Daniels. 4-3. Nails it from 3. Daniels has got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Here's Risache. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Risache's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. On the wing, Green. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Green's got his first 3 points of the game. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Risache as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
Now here's Giddey. No made baskets yet. With the teardrop. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Pass to Sarr. 1:41 left in the first half of this game. Oh, it's stolen. And here they come. Here's Giddey. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And he got a good jump on the break, and Giddey finished it off nicely. That should juice him up.
Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
Here's Landale. Pass to Giddey. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And it's Giddey with the rebound. Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Now here's Mills. Outside Giddey. Back to Mills. Ingles, a screen on Hayes. And here's Mills from the arc. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist by Fournier.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Giddey against Fournier. And it's Giddey off the drive. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. 1 second left. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Leading by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off.
Okay, now we've got some time. That's it for us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Joe Ingles is out there with Jock Landale. Then there's Dante Exum. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Mills in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Here's Wembanyama. And it's rejected. Ingles passes to Giddey. The floater. And the shot's good.
How about Giddey just flicking it in? I mean, that's not an easy shot.
Right side Fournier. Back to Hayes. Here's Sarr. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3. Sarr's got 5.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Exum outside. It's Giddey on the wing. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Knocks down the long J.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now and see which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting.
Well, this has been a hot three-point shooting team, and it starts with their passing, moving the ball to get quality looks.
Back to Hayes. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Hayes. Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. That shot is off. Shooting it well at 59%. Ingles passes to Landale. And here's Exum. Over Fournier. Exum's shot is off.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it can even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned, and that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Ingles finds Giddey. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Ingles. Giddey's got 6 points.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Hayes, the pass to Sarr. Outside Wembanyama. Fournier for 3. Here's Sarr. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
Outside Mills. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Mills has gotten his 2nd bucket.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Riza. Give him 8 points now. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 11 points in the game.
I love how competitive this kid Riza is, coming right back with his own triple.
Mills, the pass to Exum. Left side Mills. The 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Hayes against Mills. Wembanyama, screen on Giddey. The shot by Fournier, no good. Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Giddey. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Giddey's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position, and you still get beat.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Rudy Gobert is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Rupert in at the point. Now here's Gobert. Yabusele. And the 3 off target. Shooting it at 61%. A terrific average. Pass to Baines. Here's Daniels from outside the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Rupert. Batum with a screen on Simmons. Batum gets the bucket. Batum's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And I like how Batum takes shots that come within the offensive schemes. A high IQ offensive player.
On the wing, Daniels. To the middle. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. That shot off. Batum with the defensive effort. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Here's Rupert. Elbow shot on the way. Rebounded by Baines.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Green. Back to Baines. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Baines has got his first 2 points. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Rizachet. Here's Wembanyama, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Both free throws good from Giddey.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
A minute 35 left. Oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
You gotta love seeing Wembanyama get assertive in an important moment.
Here's Giddey. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
When his team needs him, Giddey steps up. Love to see a guy with that kind of fire.
Wembanyama up top. Pass to Hayes. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
Wembanyama knows better than to just hold the ball. He searches and finds an open guy.
Giddey against Fournier. Now here's Giddey. Tight defense on him. Here's Landale. Fires the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Patrick Mills. First personal foul. First team foul.
.43 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Hayes finds Fournier. Doubled by Ingles. From deep, Sarr. Pure from 3-point range.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Late game pressure, no problem. Not a factor in Giddey's concentration.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Evan Fournier. 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
20 seconds left in the final quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the away team.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So Taylor Jenkins will call a timeout here. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Exum gets the bucket.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
From deep, Giddey. It doesn't go for him. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one